Good morning from Blackgang Chine. Now this is a new one for me. So we're on the Isle of Wight obviously, which means there is absolutely stunning scenery, which is amazing. Now, to get here...
Here I am.
She's saying she's the scenery. Right, obviously to get here you have to jump on a ferry, and a massive shout out to the park for helping me sort the ferry out. And I almost, well no, I did make a mistake. I went on the sat-nav and just put in Portsmouth ferry, and it took me to the international port, which is not the right one. And I got there and I went, oh, wrong place. And then I had to scramble to get across to the correct one in time. So all in all, from like loading on the ferry, getting off the ferry, takes about an hour. And then it's about a half an hour drive across the island to get to the park. So I've heard this place is kind of quirky. I'm not 100% sure what rides they have. I've seen a gyro swing already, so let's go and explore and see what this place has to offer, shall we? Right, well, let's go and into a whale's mouth. Sure. I mean, ooh, it's definitely quirky. Yeah. Oh, and there's even got dead seagulls. Oh, yeah, I suppose that's probably, yeah, okay, dead seagulls. Some rum. An octopus tentacle at the back there. Nice. I'm guessing, yeah, this is leading up to the pirate ship, which, well, Carly likes a pirate ship, so let's go and do the pirate ship. See you on there. Carly's telling me it's breezy when you've got a dress on. I don't have a dress on today, I've left mine at home, so, you know, I'm just in shorts. But, listen, it's the views from this place, you can kind of just about see over. Look, it is absolutely stunning. Such a beautiful location. And I like a pirate boat. So does normally Carly. Yeah, normally Carly. Not weird Carly. Yeah, anyway, right, I'll see you when I... No, there's no normal Carly. Right, I'll see you when I get off this.
Starving. Me belly thinks me throat's been cut.
Right, there's a couple of things about this place that give me Efteling vibes. So when on the entrance coming in, they were playing the same music. Shush! They were playing the same music as Efteling. Maybe put a little clip in. And then they've got the talking bins, which, again, they've got those at Efteling as well. So, very, very quirky. I've seen, like, there's like a birthday cake down there with the dodo that comes out of it. Because I think this is the oldest park in the country, I believe, and it's like something crazy, like close to 200 years old. It is insane. In fact, the birthday cake down there says 183. So I'll go down and I'll show you the birthday cake, and then we'll keep exploring, shall we? That's a bit quirky. What's even worse is I've stood there for 5 minutes waiting on the damn thing, and then Carly went, do you have to press that button? Yes, you have to press that button. So, there's a... Yes, I'm the dodo. Yes. There's another button here.
Dodo? Dodo?
Talking to you.
Dodo?
You know that one.
Dodo?
Dodo.
Dodo?
I mean, I go, do, as in like Homer Simpson, do, because I make mistakes. There's another button. Let's see if this is going to make the seesaw go, shall we?
Do? 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 Oh!
Excellent. Right. Oh, there's buttons everywhere. Right, let's press all the buttons, shall we? Let's see what this button does. Right, anyway, next button. Oh, there's another button. I did say this place was quirky, didn't I? It definitely is. Carly's in her element though. This kind of whole kind of nature vibe, the sea, the beautiful weather, like it's just the setting for this place is amazing. Definitely worth it for that alone. And I've not even checked out the rest of the park and the attractions, but let's keep going, shall we? I'll look out for buttons. Right, let's go see what the underwater kingdom entails then, shall we? I just had a look on a map and there's a lot more than I expected. This is very dark. Hold on. Let me get a torch. Ooh, a crab. Oh, a little mermaid.
Have fooled my children's dreams, and they have run off through the reef as they seek what they've not seen. I'm so worried they'll wander deep with all the fish that bite, and my wife will surely boil me if they're not home by tonight. There's baby, bold, cranky, wizzy, sneaky, and mussels to find. Please look out for them and tell them, come home quick before I lose my mind.
Never met an Italian crab before.
Quick,
That's first.
Help! I wish I hadn't done this. Hi! Oh
That's where you
boy.
belong.
Jesus.
We heard you before we saw you. How's your knees?
Sore! That was a bad idea.
Right, that was really quirky, walking through that underwater bit. And yeah, bad on the knees, bad plan. However, that's a massive whale. That is, they're definitely, they don't cut corners when it comes to the props and the theming in here. Like, very, very impressed. And that's only one area I looked at, so I'm excited to see the rest of it. Right, I've come out of the underwater bit and it said Cowboy Town. I've just come across Rumpus Mansion. I don't know if this is a walkthrough or a tracked thing, but we'll find out, shall we? Let's go explore together and see what Rumpus Mansion is all about. Hello?
To show the truth within your heart is what I've sworn to do. So you'd better prepare for a mighty big scare when you see the real you.
That was a really weird interactive walkthrough thing. Like bits that kind of triggered when you walk past, bits you have to press buttons and stuff. Again, very, very well done. Very, very, like, heavily themed and stuff. I'm liking this place. I'm liking this place. It's definitely got that quirky vibe. But I'm all here for it. See what else I can find, shall we? Right, I'm heading up to the Cowboy Town. You can probably tell by the music in the background. They got these cheesy signs, which I'll try and zoom in on. Lean over, fell off the cliff. Guilt, his name didn't help. Granny Smith, choked on an apple. A.R. Rattler, bitten by a snake. You know, dad jokes. Love it! Got my photographer over there. I've just come up to the cowboy area. You have been upgraded from bag lady.
What's the salary increase?
You get an extra kiss. There you go. Right, we've come up to the cowboy bit. Again, amazing theming. I mean, just brilliant, fantastic. One of the things I haven't mentioned yet was prices. So I think I paid 57 quid for the two of us, so I think that's 27.50. But that ticket that I got includes unlimited returns until some point next week. I mean, I won't be able to take advantage of that, but I think it's like the whole week you can come back because they've got parties on and stuff, which is pretty cool. Parking is also free, which another thing you need to consider because I'm guessing you're going to be coming here by car. Right, let's go and see what is in the cowboy area then, and I'll take you with me. Right, so all these buildings you can walk into, I've just been in praying. Yeah, but now we've come in, and this guy is holding him up because he wants to steal all the stuff from in here. Like, just quirky. Love it, absolutely love it. Let's see what else there is, shall we?
I think you need the taller one. The one time that I think you need the bigger one. Yeah.
Right, I'm not sure I'm going to do this, but they do have a giant snakes and ladders. So, lots of ladders, lots of slides. Perfect. I mean, I would do it. I did a helter-skelter the other day, burnt my knee, and I'm old. So I'll look at it from afar, and I won't make an arse of myself. For a change. Right, another area that we've got here, which so far clearly isn't aimed at me, is their fairyland. I mean, Carly's in her element. Hey, Carly. And there's a big house up there, which I'm going to go and see if you can actually go in it and see stuff. But, you know, irrespective of whether this is aimed at me, which it clearly is not,
What one would you pick though?
it's still very well themed. Which one would I pick?
Sunflower, strawberries, blossom, acorns, or grapes.
I think I'd only fit in the strawberry door. Because the rest of them...
The same size.
Oh, actually, maybe. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Right, well, let's go in here.
Oh, you butt. Ow, ow. Oh, maybe it will fit. Aye, very good. Hello? Hello?
Can I have some strawberries?
I'm sorry, we're out today.
But why are you talking to me then if you're out?
Of strawberries, you numpty.
Oh, okay. Raspberries?
Ow.
Right, you know I said this park is old. Well, there's a sign here saying that it's older than time itself because Greenwich Mean Time was passed as law in 1880. That's 37 years after Blackgang Chine became a thing. That's mental! Also, just noticing here their crest, it's got the Scotland flag in it. Happy days! Right, these seem to be all the rage these days. Everywhere you go there's a crooked house or an upside down house. Usually they're separate paid attractions. So this one is included. So I'm going to go and see what it's like.
Oh, can you give us a hand here, Reggies? I need wobbling more than when I'm walking the plank. Whoa now. Oh, stumbling codfish.
It's fine, my friends. The party's in full swing.
That was what weird. Like, I mean, it literally is a crooked house. You wouldn't have seen it on the footage, but I was like leaning at weird angles, and yeah, you like what you see and what you feel don't match up. So I'm not somebody who gets travel sick, like motion sick, but I can imagine that's kind of the bit that some people find a little difficult. Right, outside here is Dodo Valley, and there's more. Oh, that's over there. Okay, well, that's where we were earlier. All right, well, there's these kind of like bridge things to go across, the rope bridges. Oh, look, there's some more dodos, cool dodos with what do you call it? Sunglasses. I'm guessing there's going to be buttons to press. Is there buttons to press? There's a button. Press the button, Carly. This is a lot harder than it looks. Help. What? Bounce. Bounce. Whee! Oh.
Hold on.
Oh,
Get
wait.
you coming out of here.
Hold on. Bounce. Right. Oh. I'm old. Oh, that's brilliant. Oi! I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. And the views, I mean, you were staring up my nostrils, but the views are brilliant. I mean, again, I cannot keep going on about this, but like, it's stunning. Like, Carly was on the phone to her sister there, and she's like, I feel like I'm in Corfu. Like, it's crazy. Absolutely amazing. But that was a lot of fun. Definitely enjoyed that. Right, let's see what else we can find, shall we? Right, let's go and see what this is. I've got a sneaking suspicion I know, but I might be wrong. So we'll just go and have a nosy. Yeah, some animatronics. Hi. And there's another one hiding down there in the bushes. Now, I want to say I'd heard this is a drop tower, but if it is, it's hidden because I can't see it. So I'm just going to wander, as I always do, and take you with me. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Right, I was completely wrong about a drop tower. They don't have one. I don't know why I thought that. I vaguely remember seeing one of Andy's vlogs, and I thought they did. What they do have is very steep paths. And for an old unfit man like me, holy moly.
I'm old and unfit and I can breathe.
Yeah, show off. But I just keep stopping and taking in the beautiful scenery. See, Carly just said the same thing. Look at the view.
Oh, it's like we're in Corfu.
I've already said that.
You did that for me.
I did say Carly said it looks like Corfu. I mean, look at it. That is just beautiful. Right, we've come on the barrels. And let's see. I've seen some. Oh, never mind. See, there you go. Even the camera's collapsed already. Right, these things spin quite easily. Oh, Carly's not with me because she gets motion sick on these kind of things. And me staring at the screen right now and seeing everything going round behind me, it's mental. Whee! Oh. Right, those are excellent. First of all, you can free spin them whilst you're still, before the ride has even started. You can properly spin them, like they've really greased the bearings on those. Carly would have hated that. Hated it. There's a train. Apparently this is new this year, so let's go do the Blackgang Express. This isn't quite what I expected, but we'll do it anyway. Yes.
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
You did. But anyway, let's go and do the Blackgang Express. Choo-choo! Right, one of the things, because this place is so old now, I've had people comment on my posts already saying they remember areas that have gone because of like erosion and land, you know, because they're basically right on the edge. And you kind of see here over the years how it's kind of changed as obviously the land has eroded away and they've had to modify what lives where. They've got tons of sort of exhibition stuff in here, like you've got this skeleton. Don't know if it's legit or just kind of fake, probably, possibly, I don't know. But they also had a simulator in there because, as I said a minute ago, landslides. So they go in and there's a video you watch, and then he goes, "Oh, there's not been a landslide in a while," and then the whole floor starts vibrating and shaking, and it's good. I enjoyed that. What? Scotland? Yeah. Now, see, so I don't know. There must be a connection to Scotland because I've seen the Scottish flag on their on the house. Don't know what it is. Doesn't say. So if anybody knows, well, let me know. Right, well that was interesting. I mean, it is just like a junior Miami. So I kind of enjoyed that. Right, now in front of me is 3 slides, you know, the kind of water slides with the dinghy boats. So let's go do these, shall we? Ruh-oh! Way! Woo! Oh! Right, I'm knackered. I've just done the plug hole, which is the covered up one, enclosed, thank you, that's the word. So now there's 2 identical ones. So Carly and I are going to have a race, and we'll see who wins. No. Yes. Right, you ready to lose?
Well, no, because I'll win. And then you'll have to fight it.
So we've decided whoever goes the furthest at the bottom wins. Alright? Let's see who wins. Yay! Right, I've left Carly behind and I'm kind of glad because this is a sort of walk-through trommel tunnel called the Vortex, which these things don't impact me, but if you're somebody that gets motion sick, the idea of standing on one of those walkways and going through here isn't great. Right, listen, I think that is me now done everything on the park. I was just having a look on the map there to see that I hadn't missed anything. The word theme park gets used a lot, right? Typically, anything that has a ride in it, people go, "Oh, it's a theme park." Blackpool Pleasure Beach is an example, right? Technically, it's an amusement park because they don't do theming. This place, they definitely do theming. It is very immersive. They've got a handful of rides. That's not really their kind of main thing. It's all about the different areas and theming and the location, right? I've talked about that multiple times in this video. It is absolutely beautiful. So, I've had a great day. I've probably only spent about 3 or 4 hours here, but I've really, really enjoyed my time. And I strongly recommend, if you've got a young family and you're in the area, or you fancy a little bit of travel, come along, because it is fantastic. Kids will love it, and it is beautiful. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button and do subscribe. Keep an eye out for all the other vlogs coming up from this tour. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coast to Dad, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.